Ulta Beauty is down 11.7%, but it has gained a lot of attention in our community. This was a community-driven request. We had a live stream last week. Somebody brought it up, and I really got interested in Ulta. I've been looking at Ulta for a while now. I do not own any shares, but doesn't mean that you shouldn't. You have to do your own process, learn your own process. That's what we're here to teach. So guys, in this video, we're going to go over some high-level metrics of Ulta. We're going to go over the bull and bear cases from our community members. We're going to sit here and we're going to go through our 8-pillar process, some analyst estimates, and then we're going to finish it off with our stock analyzer tool, which will tell us, based on our assumptions, what price to pay for Ulta Beauty. So whether you're a beginning investor or a more advanced investor or somewhere in between, there's something in this video for everybody. So watch the entire thing. You'll come out just a little bit smarter. Even if you know everything in this video, it's about repetition and making sure you repeat these things in your head. So Ulta Beauty is currently at $417 per share. All-time high was $556 earlier this year in May 1st. 556, 52-week low, 374 back in October. That's when the market was hitting its low overall, right? Mo, look at this 5-year return on invested capital for Ulta Beauty, 20.8%. Guys, for those of you who don't know what return on invested capital is, this is the money, this is the return that the company is getting on the money invested in the business. This is incredible.
And look,
go ahead.
Look at this too. It's increasing.
It's been increasing for the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. That means as time goes on, they're getting better at getting a return on the money invested in business. This is how you get big multi-baggers. Multi-baggers being, let's say a 10-bagger, you buy a company for 10, it goes to $100. If companies are able to compound their earnings as things get better and better, as time goes on, they're more likely to increase their profit at faster rates, and you should pay a premium for that kind of company. This is a company then, according to that metric alone, we should probably pay a premium for. We'll find out how much more. All right, on the last, another thing I love, net income last year, $1.26 billion, free cash flow, $1.17, very close. The last 5 years, $820 million average net income, free cash flow, $831. Very close. So it looks like they're very consistent with their earnings and free cash flow. Probably not a lot of manipulation going on, Mo, right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
It's just funny.
But it's true though, because this is, whenever you see if you see free cash flow being a lot lower than net income, guys, huge red flag for me. Doesn't mean I'm going to avoid it, but it's a red flag for me. PE currently 16, price to free cash flow 17. Profit margin, a little bit higher this year than their 5-year average. Mm-hmm. 10% in the 5-year average, 11.8. But look at this. This is a pretty healthy gross margin.
Yeah, it's a very good gross margin.
40%.
Especially for this kind of business.
Yeah. And there's some pretty exciting things happening at Ulta. We're going to pull up the 10K here shortly as well. I want to show like the store openings and closings. But overall, guys, everything I see here, I love so far. Everything I see here, I love. It is retail. So you have to be cautious on the retail aspect. Is it the place that people are going to continue going to? I don't know. But it is a retail establishment. So let's pull up. Let me pull up the 10K. So I'm going to go to our annual reports here, because what I'm going to do here, guys, it goes right to the SEC website from our community. I'm going to look at their comparable store sales. This is a very important metric when it comes to retail. What it basically says is, hey, the stores that have already been open for 12 or 18 months, how are their sales growth going, right? Because remember, any company that's retail can grow their sales just by opening more stores. But if the stores that are currently opening are decreasing in their comparable sales and their sales, that's not a good thing. So I'm going to look at comparable sales. I'm going to keep searching. I did a Control F. Boom. Holy cow. Holy cow. Mo, do you see this?
Yeah.
So here's one thing I like. Sales growth, number of stores opening is not a ton. It's not a huge number. It's like 2 to 3%. Look at this. This is coming off of COVID right here. The drop of 17.9, then a 38% increase, probably because of COVID, coming off of COVID, but they still had a 15.6% increase in the last year. That's incredible.
In the most recent quarter, they increased 8%. In that period, they opened 8 new stores, relocated 3.
But the 8% is comparable store sales.
Yeah. Now, this is the most crazy stat I think I've seen of any rewards program ever. 95% of the sales come from its loyalty program.
So this is in our
community. Insane.
So Mo, this is in our community. So in our community, guys, we have bull and bear cases going. Let's pull it up here. Ulta Beauty. Oh, wow. A lot of engagement here, too.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This is great. I think people in our community really like this, and they are engaging a lot about this.
I need to create an account.
Is Lisa and Nicole love this girl?
Yeah.
So
I'm the one. I guess I'm in the 5% that doesn't use a loyalty program because I buy one specific cologne from here, and I've never had their loyalty program.
So I've taken Lisa to Ulta, but I've never gone in with her, and she doesn't go a lot, but she tends to buy,
There's specific.
like she goes to CVS and buys a lot of, Laura likes it.
Nicole goes here to buy something specific. I don't know what it is.
I think that's the same thing with Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa goes to Ulta specifically for something. So what I'd want to find out in the community, has anyone mentioned the community who their ideal client is? Because that's something that we like to look at.
There was a piece in here that.
Wait a
Dalton
second.
wrote.
Is this true? Is this true about RJ Wolf? My bull case for Ulta Beauty is that 95% of their sales come from their members.
Bro, are you okay?
Did you just say that?
Yes.
See, I was too busy thinking about the comparable store sales. No,
This is the most insane stat I've ever heard when it comes to loyalty programs. 95% of 40.2 million people use their rewards program.
Wow.
That's insane. So that means that every person that goes to the cash register, they say, do you have a loyalty membership? You're like, yeah, I have it. Definitely. That's nuts.
All right. What else you got, Mo? And in terms of our community bull and bear
Survey
cases.
shows that the average American woman spends $313 per month on makeup,
$313 a month on
with
makeup?
25% for the face alone. Where else do you put makeup? Maybe they just mean product.
Okay. James Randolph, one of our community members, wrote, overall market share is increasing significantly from 2020 to 2023. Market share has grown from 24.5% to 28.7%. This is from Bard. Info is backed by Ulta SEC filings. Although theft and shrinkage has been a major problem considered a bear case, I believe that the worst of this has already happened. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, James. I like that. But how's their profit margin higher than it was historically? They showed 11.6% in the last year versus 9.9% in the last 5 years. So they're doing a good job with this. Bear case. Number one overall is increasing competition and saturation in the market. Competitors such as Sephora are partnered with Kohl's and Amazon. But who did Ulta just partner with?
Target.
Target, guys. Ulta just partnered with Target, and they're expanding in more stores at Target. Target is the mecca of the woman.
Plus, is Sephora kind of a higher end version of Ulta, do you think? Or are they at that same level?
Isn't Sephora owned by Louis?
Yeah.
So I would guess that it's probably
That's
higher
kind
end.
of my
then.
guess. Maybe it's a little less expensive at Ulta. I don't know.
So guys, if you're in a community or even you're out there, everybody pause the video, ask your wife or girlfriend right now, hey, is Sephora higher end than, and put the comment in below, because I want to hear that, because 95%, 96% of our viewers are men. So for the 4% who are women, comment below. Tell us, is Sephora a higher end version of Ulta? All right, Keenan, consumer-based business in which economic difficulty, okay, CAGR of 16% the last decade. So they grew at a 16% per year growth rate in the last decade.
The beauty industry is cyclical. Is it? I thought the beauty industry only cycled in one direction.
Hi. No dividend, which I like. High ROIC. Main drawback would be increased competition from Amazon. Yeah, but you know what?
I'm on their website right now. This looks like a pretty great website. Free shipping. Any purchase over $35. It's probably not 2-day shipping, but.
So I look at this going, Amazon has absolutely died. Amazon has 50% of online sales, and Ulta Beauty is still able to increase their comparable store sales by how much? Big numbers. So I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to look at all their 10Ks. I'm going to go back to like 2017 and see. I want to see what their comparable store sales were. My God, Mo. Look at this is going back to 2007. This is going back to 2013. So this is a 2017 10K. So it's going to show history here. E-commerce comparable sales growth. Look at this, 30.7, 76.6, 56.5, 47. Retail and salon comparable sales, 8.8, 6.1, 8.1, 10. So as Amazon was getting bigger and bigger market share, they were still crushing it at Ulta.
And I do think that this is one of those, when you go shopping for some stuff, you just want to get it today. And I think this is one of those things, makeup. You don't want to wait. When you need something, you usually run out of something and you're like, oh, shoot, I need that. I'm going to go to the store and buy it. You don't usually
In
plan ahead for
2013,
that.
they had 550 stores at the end of the year. They now have 1,350.
Wow.
Man, their sales were 2.2 billion.
Here we go. D-Money wrote this. Ulta has a variety of brands ranging from low to high-end. Sephora, one of their closest competitors, caters towards more high-end. Ulta is more budget-friendly and has versatile inventory.
Pause.
Thank you.
You're right. I remember reading this weekend on a report where somebody was saying they offer something for every spectrum of the buyer. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It could be, hey, they're spread too thin, but clearly it's working because their sales are just growing like crazy. What do they have in there, Tim? Hair done? Yeah, they have salons there.
Really? That's cool. Interesting story.
You know, Dalton has a very good question. Wicked Willie in our community. Any idea what the cost of acquiring one of their community members is? What's the lifetime value? Well, if 95% of their sales are done by members, then it's probably a huge lifetime value.
And here they have get same-day delivery. Available in most locations.
So a little bear case, gross margin has decreased. That probably has to do with shrinkage and things like that. Yeah, inventory shrinkage and higher supply chain costs. See, so look at this. Dalton wrote, highly competitive market where Ulta holds just 9% of overall market share. Okay, but I look at this saying they have a lot more growth to do then.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So share repurchases. Repurchased 275.5 million shares in the second quarter of full year 2023. As of January of 23, there was still a 1.1 billion left remaining for repurchases.
So somebody wrote in there, they're in Canada. They're like, listen, we don't have Ulta in Canada. Is Ulta only in the US?
I don't know.
Is Ulta Beauty international? While we believe in the opportunity to go, we do not currently operate stores outside of the US. Wow. Okay. Man, there's a lot of great comments here, Mo. Who we giving the free t-shirt to?
Yeah,
Boy,
that's a lot.
Papa Lipo 1080 wrote a lot.
He wrote a lot. He put Bull Bear and then he put like his own. It was given to him.
And I like the fact that he goes, overall, the bull case. So it's stronger than the bear case. That's the thing, guys. There's always going to be a bull and bear case for every company. The question is, which one is being priced in appropriately? So let's just give it to Papa Lipo 1080. Yeah.
Shirt.
All right. Everything Money.
Everythingmoney.store if you want to buy stuff.
Everythingmoney.store.
Lots of other stuff on there. Cups, pullovers, etc.
All right, let's see what the 8 pillars look like. And remember, guys, if you're part of that community, you can edit your 8 pillars to be up to 12 different pillars and 4 quadrillion versions.
Wow.
So now the PE, the 5-year PE and the 5-year price to free cash flow are the only X's. But guys,
Looks like a value tech company.
high ROIC business. Yeah, guys, if you just showed me this data, I would have said this is a tech company. If I didn't know, if we did one of our blind stock analysis, I would have said this is a tech company. Because I would have said to myself, how do you get 20.8% return on your money in retail? The question is, are they going to be smart about that and continue to be smart about it? I like the fact that they're not opening a lot of stores every year. It's only like 2, 3, 4%. That shows me that they're like, listen, we're going to be smart about growth. We're not going to have to overgrow. So guys, with these high numbers though, with a high return on invested capital and great growth rate, I think you can justify it. Wow. Let's see what analysts are saying about this company. They currently make $23.40 per share, expected to grow to $38.
Jeez.
That's double-digit growth annualized. $38 a share in 2028. Revenue is expected to grow. All right, they have it slowing down here, Mo.
Mhm.
Isn't that interesting? From 10.2 billion to 13.78. Interesting. All right, leads to our final question. What's the price to pay for Ulta Beauty? Remember, guys, if you're interested in being part of the community, you want to learn about it, just click the link above. Quick video about it so you can learn about the community.
Last thing I want to point out,
Yes.
go back to the recession of 2008. 2007, 827 million in revenue. 2008, 1 billion. 2009, 1.14 billion.
So they still grew through the
They
greatest
grew through.
recession.
Yep. I don't know how profit did. Let's see. They grew. So,
What was that stock price back then, Mo?
oh geez, let's see.
Because it was around back then. I saw it in a local. No, you have to go max. Oh, am I gonna cry? $8,
Yeah.
$5.
$5, $10.
You'd have almost 100 bagger now buying back then.
Yep.
All right, guys. So when was the last time I did Ulta Beauty history? I probably did it this weekend.
Probably last. Okay, I'm gonna look outside. Oh, I haven't.
Oh yeah, it
done
was September 6th. It was when we did it the other day.
All right, you pull yours up then.
All right, guys. So I did a 10-year analysis. Look at this. Again, growing, like you said, growing ROIC. So the first line, revenue growth. I did 4, 7, and 10.
Oh, okay.
What'd you do?
I didn't put anything in yet.
Well, why'd you say, ooh?
Because 4, I thought it would be higher.
Well, I'm looking at the analysts also expecting 4 or 5% later.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to slow down their growth rate of stores. So I think to myself, this is a conservative number. I think 7's a reasonable number, doubling their revenue in the next 10 years.
All right.
That's what I think.
All right.
Profit margin, I did 9.5, 10, 10.5. And I did the same thing for free cash flow. I do like the fact that they're increasing. All 3 of them have been increasing for the last 10 years.
Okay.
Look at that. Increasing profit margin, increasing free cash flow margin.
Okay.
Now, the next 2. What is the earnings multiple, the PE that you think Ulta Beauty will justify in 10 years? And what's the price of free cash flow justify in 10 years? The current one is 16.5 and 17.6. I think I'm going to change this. Well, no, I did that because I thought it was retail. 13, 15, 17. Damn.
I did 15, 17, 19.
You know, I'm going to change mine a little bit to 14, 17, and 20.
Okay.
Because I do think that it deserves that high return on invested capital. When they stop opening stores, they start returning money to investors, either through a dividend, but hopefully, preferably, a lower share price. They can buy back shares.
These guys have a very loyal customer base. The rewards program shows that.
Now, what about the final metric? What is your desired annual return? Guys, remember, you can get 9 or 10% by investing in a long-term ETF. So whatever metric you put in here, it's your premium to that. And the higher your assumptions, the more margin of safety you need because it's less likely to occur. I had 12, 13.5, and 15 merely because it was retail.
So I'm going to do 10, 12, and 14 just because they do have a proven track record of it.
I'm going to do 11, 13, and 15. I still want that retail premium.
Okay.
So guys, I'm gonna hit the analyze button. The stock is currently at 415. I just need you to stick around for 1 minute longer. Mo and I are gonna go through our analysis. We're gonna sit there and take a look at this company. This is a company that's really been active in our community. So let's check it out. Okay, I have a low price of 284, high price of 450, a middle price of 360. If you pay the current price and the low assumptions occur, you're gonna make about 5.5%. Middle assumptions occur, you're gonna make about 11%. If the highest assumptions occur, you make 16% based on buying it today. Mo, what numbers do you have?
I have 265 on the low, 625 on the high, and 415 in the middle. And here is a kind of a screenshot. You can see the numbers that I played with while you were doing it.
I'm going to add it to my watch list at 380. Not because I'm going to buy it at 380. I'm going to start looking at the options at 380 to start selling puts at lower prices. It's not a huge company. It's something I have to watch a lot more. So I need that money in there. So guys, thanks very much for watching our video. Hope you enjoyed it.